We are back for another episode of the PMS Ladies Podcast Show. Woo, woo.
I can hear everyone going, we are back. No, please go away.
Never.
I'm your girl, Queen P.
I'm Snoop.
Mad Nick.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Love Island. The nation is gripped.
Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do about it.
No, to what?
I don't know. Football's over. Well, you know.
For England
yeah.
and Nigeria.
Football's over. 2 more weeks or so of Love Island.
And then
I
other shows
don't know
coming
what
up.
we're going to do.
It'll be fine.
Especially because like it's not even, it's every day. It's not even a weekly base.
Yep.
You know, you need your
Fix. Yeah.
9 o'clock. Fix me.
Yeah. For Love Island, aka
you go to bed like, you know.
And I'm sure you guys are the same like me. Sometimes people call me. The way I switch my phone off.
Yeah.
And then when they're like, where were you? I was like, bitch, you know. Between 9 and 10, don't call
I
me.
don't even switch it off. I leave it on. I just let it ring.
Oh, for real. Even work knows. I'm like, come on, finish. Come on.
Good times.
So where are we? We're kind of come towards the pointy end now.
Yeah.
So we've got all the couples. Well,
Everybody's
it wasn't
all
a couple.
romantic up.
everybody seems happy. Obviously, Samira left
Yeah.
in the week.
I cried.
Which, did you cry?
I did. I should have teared for my
God.
girl. I had to.
Listen, look, I did feel
I was just
sorry
hoping
for her.
that Frankie's waiting for it, and then
He
I
probably
heard,
did.
yeah,
Yeah.
that he was. I was like, dope. I was like, yeah, man, still
Happy
be
ending.
in it for the money.
Yeah.
I know she's more into him than he's into her. That's
So
the way
we-
it looks
yeah.
to me.
That's the way it's probably been shown.
Yeah. That's the way it looks to me. But at the same time, like, I like the fact that she's real. That girl's always realistic about what's going on in her. Because she's like, it's not like I'm in love with him. I want to marry him.
Yeah.
But he got me to open up where
Yeah.
I've been closed for so long. And I just want to explore it. And I
Yeah.
thought, good, you got a sound head on you. You
Yeah.
know, do you know what I mean? Because I know this guy. Yeah, give it a couple of months and all the publicity.
That's what I
he's
think.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do feel like the producers did her wrong though. They didn't show the relationship. You know, like
Both
when they
sides
showed the
of
other.
it.
Yeah. They didn't
Apparently,
get much.
apparently, spoiler. Apparently, they went to the honeymoon. Is not honeymoon. The hideaway.
Hideaway.
And apparently, they did bits, as they say.
So the Good Bits Club.
Yeah, and they never showed it, which I think
But
was
even
out.
He
spoke
never
about
got
it
his
after.
DBS meeting.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, Jack,
never
man.
meant nothing.
Jack, I'm disappointed.
Maybe he did.
And he didn't show it.
Yeah. You know, I think they did it out of all,
Yeah.
made it out of order, so to the point where the public didn't vote for him because they never saw him, they didn't care anything about
Yeah.
him, so it was
Yeah.
like a grey situation. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I do feel bad for them, and I did feel bad for Samira. I felt like Samira at times was like a typical black girl. She just held it down. Do you know what I mean? Tried to save face and was strong and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and then, you know, she actually got a little bit of happiness and was pulled
And then
right under
just
from her.
right,
Took it
just,
away.
It was just wrong.
Yeah, which-
Yeah.
And I think also what made me actually more emotional was just her and Alex's relationship, because like those two, if they could be blood,
Yeah, like brother and sister.
brother and sister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They will be like close brother
Yeah.
and sister. Do you know what I mean? She was a good friend to him, and
Yeah.
you know, it really helped Alex, you know, to keep a level head.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing.
And she
I
was
thought-
honest as well, because she was like, oh, you know, we fought, I've shouted at you, I've helped you. Like, she
Yeah.
just laid it all out
Yeah.
for him,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
So.
And especially with yesterday's episode where what was it, where they were all loved up. I was thinking, boy, this would have been a good, this is a good time. Yeah, because you would have seen all, you know the way they showed all the
Yes,
couples together, then you
yes,
just see Samira in the
yes.
bed by herself
Yeah.
with her 2 fingers, you know,
Oh.
like, so she went at the right
I'm
time.
sure the producers must have been like, look, we know how you're feeling, whatever. If
Bye-bye.
you want to leave, you got to do it before the recoupling.
Yeah.
No, because I
Yeah.
was just imagining, like, if she had recoupled with somebody, like
Just
she
to keep
stayed,
them in.
just to keep them in, and then she changed her mind that she wants to go, what happens to that,
That
person?
person, true.
Do you know what I mean? So
True.
I was thinking, you know,
They
maybe
probably spoke to her.
maybe they had talked to her and say, you know,
Do you want to just
do you wanna
go?
go before we
Yeah.
recouple? Yeah.
And she didn't look happy,
She
so
didn't.
She
She
didn't
know what
sound
I'm
happy
saying?
either.
But I like
boy.
when someone knows their time is up.
Yeah,
She ain't no
it's
greedy
true.
bitch.
True.
My time is up. I
And
ain't
she
gonna win
knew-
this dosh.
Yeah, she ain't gonna win no one in the next
Yeah.
2 weeks as well.
Yeah.
put
Yeah,
the
they ain't
last
gonna
2
vote
votes.
for her.
Nah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Bless
So
her.
the other big news of the week was that Alex is coupled with Alexandra.
Alexandra.
Do you know
She's
what I mean?
gorgeous.
So she is, and
I like her.
I feel like she genuinely likes him. I don't
Yeah.
know if you know, she's really, really into him, but she genuinely
more than
likes
Ellie
him.
did,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Ellie, we were always
Ellie's
like
a
question,
fake
but we were always like
bitch.
question mark with Ellie, because Ellie was like into him, but we were all like, we're not sure.
Yeah.
But at the
No,
same time,
no,
we're
no,
like,
seriously.
no, she
She's
likes
definitely.
him.
I like the way she opens him up,
Yeah.
because where Alex the doctor can be quite laid back and, you know, in his way kind of thing. I like the way she's more forward.
Yeah.
You know, and she goes for the kiss. She goes for the because I'm sure he would have been polite and just ignore. But
Yeah.
you know, she went in
Yeah.
there to
Yeah.
like it's okay to do so. Whereas you know, who was it? Charlie was just on in the bed, or what's her name? Grace was just on in the bed with him. Do you know
Grace
what I mean?
was a-
Kind of thing.
Oh,
But you know,
Lord.
my Alex, when he saw a real thick ass woman, he was like, yeah, you know, sort of thing. This is what I've been
Yeah,
waiting for.
Yeah,
Do you know,
very
sort of
pretty.
thing like that.
But I do think she made the right choice. I
Yeah,
feel
she
like
did.
definitely
what
did.
was the
I
other
was
guy?
nervous, you guys.
Kieran,
And-
Kieran just went
Yeah.
with her because Georgia said sorry, bye bye.
Yeah.
And Idris, I do
Oh,
think
that fool.
Idris genuinely liked her.
Yeah,
I
but
do
it was
think
too
he
late.
did, but
Nah.
that guy's got
Nah.
zero game.
And she
Nah.
knows
Zero
in the
game.
long run, it's really not the way to go with
Yeah.
Idris. Even though his, you know, activities was, you know, interesting to watch. His,
No, I was cringing.
When
I was
he dropped her
cringing
laugh.
the whole time.
When he did the task, he did the task, and where the guys had to try to be sexy, and the way he slid down that pole and dropped.
Five-man
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah.
Oh
I would
lordy.
agree with Danny when I say I do like a man in a fireman uniform.
I thought Wes looked nice. Wes
Do you
did
know
it
what,
for
right?
me.
I think Wes, all the boys started copying Wes's
Yes.
moves. That's what I
Yes.
started noticing. I was thinking, Wes, you know what? You've got another, you know, you can do another
Wes,
job here.
Wes.
Yeah, so him
got
and
something
Megan would
for
be
me.
good in it. So he would do a little strip club. And she'll do
I
like,
was like,
Yeah.
Wes would be great in Chocolate City, honestly.
Yeah.
He would be
Yeah.
up part of it.
Yep, he's he's got a
funny,
good body.
yes,
I'm
yes.
gonna be honest with you. He's got
Yes, he
a
does.
you know
Probably the best one in there.
manaconda.
Yes.
You know, so you know he did a good job.
really
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
did.
saying?
He really did.
Idris, listen, look, he
It was
worked hard
OTT.
for those.
He worked hard, but it was
Yeah,
OTT.
it was,
okay,
it
right,
It
was,
was
calm
OT,
down
but
a
he
little
went
bit.
in, and that's
Yeah.
the thing I can give him. He put 150% effort.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
except for when he hit down the door, and I thought, is he coming to kill her? Or
Yeah.
is he coming to, like, it was just a bit too intense. But
Yeah.
besides
Yeah.
that, I was like, go on, guy.
They
Yeah.
all did.
One.
They all did really well. Actually,
Yeah.
to be honest, and I don't know what is with Charlie and his bum that he just loves. Remember the
Look,
last night? The last
yeah.
night he was all up in
Look.
his bum as well.
Can I be
Oh,
honest with you?
that
I
was
actually enjoyed his performance. I was like, go on, Charlie.
when they did the strippers one,
Yeah,
know,
you- I know
girls and
you
boys
liked
one, I
him.
love Charlie the
Yeah.
most, you know, out of that. And then today again with his white bum cut, I'm like, oh my lord, you know, but he's
God.
sweet. He was
No,
sweet.
he is a sweet guy.
He
I
is
do like
sweet.
Charlie more now.
Yeah,
So
more now.
guys, what did we think of the Twitter? The
Twitter
bingo,
game.
bingo
Oh my
Twitter?
God.
Man, it wasn't dirty enough. Like, you know, what I meant was like, it's not. I wish they had got
They
some
really come for
Yeah,
them.
come
Yeah.
for them. Because
Yeah.
that all those was it was a bit cupcake for me. I was like,
Except
you
for
don't
George's
really know what we're really saying.
Except for George's one,
I
which
still
was
think George's one was quite
and what's her
cupcakey,
name?
like you said.
Ellie's one was good.
Yeah.
Ellie's one
Ellie's
was
one
good,
was good.
and George's one was a bit like, but the rest of them was a bit like
Jack and Laura, but brother,
Jack and Danny, but brother and sister,
yeah.
because they didn't have sex. That's why.
Come on, I
That's
was like,
why.
You
That's
think?
why. I think that's the reason why, because they're the only couple who really don't
I
do
thought they were
bits.
gonna say that to Charlie.
know what I
and
mean?
What's it called? Charlie
and
and
Ellie.
That's
Ellie.
what I
Like,
thought.
and stuff. But Jack and Danny don't do bits.
Yeah.
She's not having sex with him. Do you get what I mean? So they're like straight up, this is not normal for us. They're used to seeing people do
Oh, get a
certain
life,
things
you
on
think?
film.
man. Go watch
I
some
think that's what
porn.
it is. Because they're very lovey-dovey. So what else
Yeah.
could it be? It's-
Yeah.
They're really into
Every
each other.
other
How
couple
does
does
that
stuff.
look like brother and sister to me? I mean,
For
what
me,
brother and
it
sister
should
all
be
munching on
Charlie.
each
It was
other's
supposed to be Charlie and
Yeah,
Fee
exactly.
because they look alike.
Yeah, maybe the
You know.
producer switched that one.
Okay, look, I want to ask you girls something. Why are the guys such snitch bitches? Didn't Charlie tell Jack not to say anything?
Yes.
And I genuinely believe that Charlie meant that. You know,
Yeah.
like he's not flashy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's in
But
your face
again,
about his
I
money.
wonder
tell
why'd you
someone?
say it in the first place.
Yeah.
though?
True.
Why? Because you've gone this far already.
Ellie don't even know.
Yeah. Why? Are
Was
you
she gonna know
disclosing
now?
it?
You know that?
Why are you disclosing it? I just feel like it's an itch that he's been waiting
wanted
to
to
just
say.
bring out. Like,
And then
you
you
know,
told
you
Jack
just
of
need
all
to tell
people.
one person.
You should have told
Exactly.
Alex. If you don't even tell someone and not keep, and they're gonna
Yeah.
keep a secret,
Secret Alex.
you're gonna
Yeah.
tell Alex because
You're
you,
right.
you act like you know who everyone is.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna go tell Jack? He's
Yeah.
like, he's
True.
like Mr. Gossip. He's like, him and Danny are like Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
in there.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
true.
you told
Yeah,
the
wrong
king
person.
hen to tell the queen
Queen
hen.
hen. Yeah.
Everybody else.
True.
So,
True.
You
But I'm
know.
telling you this now, you're gonna see the way Ellie changes her behavior.
Yeah,
What
she's
she
gonna
finds
start
out.
submitting to his dumb
It's
ass.
too late though.
She's
I
gonna start
would.
like, oh
I think
yes,
it's-
Charlie.
I would.
Yes, Charlie.
I'd be like, baby.
Sorry,
think it's too
babes.
late.
You know, sort of
I think
thing.
that last conversation, she wrecked it.
But you guys, come on now. Did you believe that he wanted? Were you really convinced that he wanted to make her the girlfriend? I was like, it's so quick. Like,
It was quick, yeah. He
and
should
it
have
felt
held
so
up.
weird.
pressure.
It felt so weird because I was just like, 1 minute you're saying she's an immature whatever. Do you know what I mean?
You know, like the way she was
yeah,
interfering.
with Georgia. And I know, I get it, guys. We don't see everything,
Yeah.
snippets
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I was like, 1 minute you're doing that, next minute, oh, I want her to be, and then next minute you guys are, I just didn't believe that they
It's
were
genuine.
ready for
Yeah.
the boyfriend.
I don't think they
girlfriend
were
bit.
ready.
I didn't think
I
they
didn't-
were.
I didn't think they
Because
were
you
ready.
saw her reaction, like. And it took her a while to even say yes, like, do you know what I mean, sort of thing, like
and then
that.
they had that talk
yesterday,
afterwards, and it was just
I was like,
she shot that one down.
I know he don't need the money, so I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you here for?
I think he's
Maybe he's there for love, maybe.
I think he's there to get a girl because he probably this again trying to not get a normal socialite that girls he always dates or is in his inner circle.
Yeah.
And he wants someone who's gonna like him without
For just
knowing his
him.
past.
Yeah.
Well,
But I don't think Ellie's a trick.
at least
that one.
not, yeah. He'll irritate him.
She's
She really
irritating
does.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She irritates me, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, the show's just good. I think Kaz, did you not think Kaz was warranted by giving Laura her opinion?
No.
Look, okay, I don't like Kaz, but Laura shouldn't have asked for an opinion. Don't ask, and then when you don't get what you want to hear, then you're Laura needs to grow up. For her big age, she needs to stop acting like a silly little girl and grow up. Don't get me wrong, I think Kaz, look, cool down, man. Cool down and shut up. Do you know what I mean? These people ain't your real friends. That's all. Do you know what I mean? I feel like when you're on those kind of things, softly. I'm someone who likes to tell the truth, but I tell my truth and keep it real with real people. Do you know what I mean? With people that I think, well, they respect my opinion and they know where I'm coming from, or true idiot. That's it. If I have to be around the person for a long period of time, then I softly. That's it.
Well, because if we were sitting on the sofa, maybe Laura really didn't directly ask Kaz, and I think more so to Danny. Because she's known Danny longer, and then it's been in a more couple thing with Jack. My thing is that you can't answer any of them for relationship advice because all of them are clearly there because they don't do relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she just needs to hold her own corner and just relax a little bit,
She
a little
really
bit.
needs to
And the thing you have to remember is the first moment her and Jack have now been
Together, no issues, no
issues,
problems.
nobody else. Do you know what I mean? So just own it with him. Everyone has their opinion, but everyone had their
Ignore
opinion
it.
about Josh and Kaz when they first came in.
Yeah.
Everyone had their opinion about Charlie and Ellie.
Yeah.
Everyone has their opinion about every couple of you. If you sit down and ask everyone what you think about my
Yeah.
relationship,
It's
they're
true.
gonna give you feedback.
Of course,
So she should just not ask them because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it doesn't matter what they say.
It's true.
She's just very insecure.
She is
She's just
extremely
very
insecure.
and
She
very
shouldn't be.
possessive
Yeah.
because of her insecurity as well. And it just doesn't go.
It's not attractive.
It's not attractive. It does not appeal.
I'm with Alexandra. She's gonna push him away with all this stuff. The way that she keeps behaving, she gonna
She
push
pushed
him
Wes
away.
away.
Yeah,
We didn't see the whole nip it, but she eventually pushed Wes away. And she's
Yeah.
gonna push him away as well because
Wow.
she's too much. You got to be into me. You got to do it this way. You got to do it that way. And it's like just let the man breathe and let the man love you the way he wants to. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Kind of thing like that.
I still think Wes wasn't right for her anyway. I think
Well,
regardless.
So
Yeah.
before we move on, can we quickly go back over Samira? Because while I'm watching Love Island, I always tweet and look at Twitter. Twitter now become my new best friend. I laugh. I have so much jokes over Twitter.
Yeah.
So now my brother put out a tweet and said, "True say, Samira's only leaving now because she's got a hair appointment in Peckham." the next day, he said he's never seen a girl go so long without not wearing not one hair scarf, not one hair
my
do rag.
days.
Like, what is going on? He's never seen this from any black girl
But
with
she
weave.
still kept it good though.
Look, she did. I don't know what kind of juju magic she put over
Babe,
her hair.
I'm sure they're
She
helping
did.
them out, man.
Maybe.
I'm sure they're
But
helping
look
them
how
out.
she went to bed with no hair
Yeah.
scarf.
Yeah, true.
But there's
and
new
the
wigs
edges are
now.
still intact.
Where they're like lace fronts, aren't there? So
That
they-
wasn't a lace front though.
It wasn't a
Come
lace
on.
front, but there's just different types of hair pieces that you can get now, especially when it's natural hair that will last
I
a
just
lot
think
longer.
they get helped. I think they get makeup there. I think they get.
Well, then
supplies
what
and
happened to her
stuff
then?
there.
If they got makeup
I-
there because
I
she was
don't-
looking at the
well,
golden child for
the
most
makeup,
of the.
well, the makeup person might not be able to do her makeup.
know.
Okay, true.
Yeah.
True. Say true.
Or
I
have
think
her
there's
colours.
sponsorship there, and they get stuff because they get those glitter arts and stuff. Like
Yeah,
that
true,
from them.
true,
So
true.
they must get helped out a little bit.
Okay, so just to wrap up, So we have to vote for our favourite couple.
Right.
Someone's going on Sunday.
Charlie and Ellie or Georgia and Sam?
Who's going to be in the bottom? So I think Charlie and Ellie.
Georgia and Sam.
I don't think it's going to be... You got to understand, Georgia's got a strong following.
Really?
Clearly, yep. You
now,
might say
you know
really.
I like her.
She's got
I like
a strong
her before,
following.
but now she's really, really annoying me. She's that annoying little sister that I just like, can you just shut
You're
up
right.
and get out of my room?
You're right. But she's still got a strong following.
What's your vote?
I think the two bottom couples, that's what I think, is going to be Charlie and Ellie. And it's going to be because of Ellie, not because of Charlie. I think Charlie's cool.
Safe, yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to be...
Blackjack?
Josh and Kaz?
Wes and Laura. That's
Wes
what
and
I think.
Megan.
Wes and Megan, sorry.
Really?
Yep. You got to understand, people still haven't forgiven Megan for her sins. Do you know what I'm saying? I think, or Jack, Josh and Kaz. Yeah, because I think people are still turned off by Josh. I think that.
Josh and his little legs.
So am I.
You're a joker.
Sorry.
You're a joker.
Sorry.
Yes, I am still. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm just watching it as it goes. I'm not really. I just see like who's real and who's not. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking like who's gonna last out there. Okay, or you're all stuck together here.
Yeah.
But once you get out there and the family and the pressure,
exactly.
who's really gonna
last?
That's what I'm looking at. And at the moment, to me, it seems like the only people who's got something their head on is Danny and
Jack,
because they actually enjoy each other. Yeah, do you understand what I mean, sort of thing?
Yeah,
and I hope the stress won't break them. With the whatever, but they actually enjoy each other. It's not a sexual thing. It's not I fancy you physical. Do you know what I mean?
Like Josh and Kaz.
Their banter is brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing like that. So I think they will actually probably most likely go the furthest out of all of them. Yeah. So
I do like Jack a lot. Do you know, I think Jack is very real. I think he's been handling Laura very well. I do. Because he could have been... The whole thing with Idris coming in and telling her that he thought... I
thought that was going to be more...
That's
more
what
drama.
I thought. I thought that was going to be
God.
drama with Idris telling Laura... Yeah, Jack really did go in for the kiss with Georgia. I thought that was... But he seemed to put out that fire quite quickly and say,
and
look...
It's Kieran who also said that he didn't think it was that.
Yeah.
So the fact that Kieran didn't back up what he was saying, that's why they didn't have much of a leg to stand on.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Because
I guess.
Remember she went to Alex and Alex told them was like, he actually said it was the other way around.
Yes.
So then she's got two different new people that she don't know.
So she's back to square one.
Stories, back to square one. That's why she couldn't go with it.
And I'm glad Alexandra kept out of it and didn't bring any of that into the house. Yeah. Because, look, for me, I'm over the whole kiss thing. People are acting like the girl went and put her whole panani in the guy's face. And do you know what I mean? Like, let it go. It's so, for me, I'm so over it. And as much as I used to like Georgia, I can't stand this whole, I'm loyal, I'm loyal, I'm loyal, and I'm loyal, and I'm loyal. She needs to come,
loyal, man.
do you know what I mean? She needs to come up with a track. And that should be the only word used in, every second, on loyal or no. You guys know do you know what I mean? If that's the way you really are, your actions should match. And I definitely agree that Ellie was right in some of the things that she was saying, but my friend piped down, you don't care. That's my thing. I just knew that she don't care. She was just looking for an in.
Argument.
Yeah, she didn't like Georgia and was looking for a way to capitalize. Do you know what I mean? To capitalize on a situation where she could cuss Georgia out and have a reason. Other than I just don't like your existence.
I really just want Ellie out.
So do I. Nobody likes her anyway.
If there's a way they could just get Ellie out and leave Charlie in, I don't mind.
But he's going to be collateral damage. Yeah. It's just going to be that way.
I'm so tired of her, honestly.
Okay. Well, until the next Love Island chat. Anyone want to say anything else about Love Island, or we're just waiting for Sunday?
Just waiting for Sunday.
Yep.
Okay, so finally, after all this time, we have now got our TV shows coming back in for the summer. I'm going to start with Power, which stars Amari Hardwick, which is produced and created by 50 Cent.
So fine.
Curtis Jackson. Okay,
so fine.
Snoop is enjoying right now just the sound of his name. As this man is, I have to say, he could make a suit just come to life. Yeah.
He's short, but still, I'll give him that.
He is short, but it don't matter no more in that suit.
Because baby can carry you to bed.
But I was watching it yesterday. Power's now started. It's only 2 episodes. And I was thinking, I remember how much I love Tommy.
Yeah.
I love Tommy, I can't remember what his real name is, but he's like the Italian mobster of everything. He's got jokes, he's got banter, bless you. He's got the black thing swagger going on there. Like,
he's just vulnerable and you just love him for it.
Even though he will just kill you in a second. You don't care. Yeah. But you still just, appreciate his character. So we finished last season, and I believe all you Power watchers are up to date. So I'm not going to do any spoilers for you with Raina being killed off because her brother was messing about.
Stupid boy.
Yeah, and she tried to interfere with the main guy, the dirty cop.
Ray.
And he shot her, like cold dead at their high school party. And right now we're just coming back into...
He ruined that beautiful jacket.
Yeah, she was wearing all white. But it was such a cliffhanger. Like, no one expected that to happen. It was like, how can you kill, like, her of all people? Everyone thought Tyreek, her brother, was going to die. But then when they killed her, everyone was like, really silence. Stunned. It was just like, oh my gosh. So we've come back, and now they're trying to deal with the aftermath of that, because Tyreek obviously took matters to his own hands, killed Ray, which... You know, I'm not for that, but it was good. It was justice. And then Angela's now come back into the scene, all like, "Oh my god,
did you not feel like? Oh my god, I was like, Angela, like, you do not have to be a part of this anymore. Like, don't do it. Don't get colluded into this. Okay, fine. You know, like, she got roped into it, but you know, like, help me find Tyreek. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing like that. But the whole like deleting the files, the gun records and stuff like that. I was like, you don't have to. Once you do it, you're roped into this bullshit again. Do you know what I mean? You really don't have to.
Angela is the on and off mistress for Ghost. And Tasha, his wife, asked her because Angela is she's head of the criminal system in Chicago, New York, whatever state that is now. And so Tasha was obviously freaking out when Tyreek went missing after his sister's death. Called Angela because FBI got connections to track his phone to find out where he was. She gave Tasha the address, which is where they found the dead cop. So now Angela's now arrived there going, oh my gosh, she gave the address to Ghost. Ghost has now killed this cop. He's now going to get sent for life in prison. I will never get this man back. Even though she broke up with him again, type of thing. So then Tasha's now been like, can you delete the records that show that was my gun, because they found a bullet in the wall. From the system at work. And Angela's kind of like, but if I do, this is now conspiracy / deleting.
It gets her involved, basically.
Everything. Everything. Like, there's no going back type of thing. As Snoop is now saying, you've left this whole family now. Don't involve yourself no more. By now doing this, you're still trying to find you're still involved.
Way back,
Like, you told you don't want to be with Ghost because he's a criminal.
You want to be like a
but
clean
now you're
cop,
being a proper criminal.
You know what I mean? She's been promoted and everything. She's in a good place. You know, she managed to scrape her career back. Do you know what I mean?
Get promotion.
And it's like, now you're roped into. If you say you don't love this man, you don't want nothing to do with him. Why
Leave
cover
it.
up for them? Why get back in there? I was like, Angela, you're so thick. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And then when she clicked that button, I was like, oh my days. You know what? Whatever happened to you, Angela, it's your fault. You know, one of those friends that you're like, you're warning.
Yeah.
And she don't take your advice, and you're like, whatever happened to you, bitch?
That's your
fault.
See, Snoop's different, because me, I've never liked Angela, and I still don't like her.
Me neither.
Like, don't delete. I'm like, fool, you've been a bitch, and you've been wrong since day dot. So,
because now her whole office is against her, kind of like, because they don't trust her. Because she's so involved with Ghost. They know she's just whatever she's gonna do, whatever to try to protect him, because she just can't help it, because they were high school sweetheart, long term sweetheart. So now they're trying to bring Ghost down, and they got some witnesses, you know, the original
from season one.
Wow.
Now testifying that she knows that Ghost is
Patrick.
Jamie St. Patrick is Ghost. So now they're trying to keep that away from Angela, and Angela's their boss, and they're trying to keep that away from Angela to get more info, to get whatever before
build that case.
To build a case before she gets involved. And I'm just thinking to myself, like,
you're not helping matters.
Exactly. And then Ghost is getting back in touch with her, because he's now struggling with the death of his daughter and not handling well. And instead of because him and Tasha don't really have a relationship, you know, they're not even in the same bed, they're just in the same roof. And instead of like talking to her and stuff, like, he would prefer to talk to Angela. So he's there calling her. She hasn't even she's ignoring his call, like, I don't want to speak to you. But I'm like, what's the difference, bitch? You're already knee deep. So you know, but she's not picking up his phone calls and stuff like that. So, and then obviously the men are more in it in terms of the drugs and the, you know, owing
they
money
just
and
want
stuff
revenge
like
right now. So
Yeah.
so Ghost wants obviously revenge because as they found out, it all tied back to their friend Dre. Dre was like
Dre the white guy.
no, the black guy.
Dre's a
Tommy's-
black guy.
Okay.
So Dre was like
A
a
little
young kid
Rotimi.
on the block. Well, to me, the
A
African
Nigerian Rotimi.
rapper. Dre was like a little kid on the block when Ghost was growing up. So Ghost took him under his wing and showed him the business and
ropes.
kind of kept him away from the bad side, but gave him the money because he's got a daughter.
There was respect
I can't
there in the
remember where the
beginning.
girlfriend is or the mother of the child, but he
Dunno.
raises the daughter by himself.
Mm.
So, but then Dre,
You're saying you can't remember where the mother is or whatever. Where's the daughter? Have you seen Dre and his daughter ever since? Where is he?
they had an episode where they were in an apartment together when the lawyer also had his daughter was in like interacting with them, and then Dre was keeping her far apart. But I don't think Dre's with the mum is what I'm trying to say. I think he's a single
didn't he
father.
have custody? Yeah, he's a single father. But where's the child ever since? They never even show that child like he's around.
Yeah, they keep her away,
They don't.
Anyway,
you
so-
quickly forget that he's got a child. That's what I'm trying to say.
So Dre now turned full circle and obviously started backstabbing Ghost and got the son mixing up with Kanan, who's 50 Cent, and that's how the Tyreek went into that whole lifestyle. So if I pieced everything back together of Dre trying to take over the whole drug business, which he has, and he's got the biggest connections, which is some international.
They should frame him as Ghost then, you know that.
They probably end up they get smart with it. So now that's Ghost's main thing. He wants to kill Dre, but Dre's got so much connections that he can get them to all the connections to kill their families,
right?
The Mendes
he's got a gang
organization
to
kill their families, that type of thing. Whereas Tommy's now found out whose biological father is some big Italian mafia guy who's dying of cancer in prison. So he's trying to get his connections, but he's still lying to them. So it's a bit of that. And then Kanan's got his hood rats. We're literally like hood rats. So he's still like revenge / on Ghost, but also want to do well for myself now.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else, but I care for Tyreek. So you got the three men who are kind of going through that sort of thing right now. Tasha's still trying to just keep the family out of danger and grieve her daughter naturally. And Ghost again is still in connections with the
Mayor.
Congressman.
Who's
trying to do well and who's using every opportunity. Who's played by Lorenzo Tate. Using every opportunity of Raina's death to build more.
I wanted
public
to
vote.
slap him when
So he
did
might
that
also
to them.
come to something. So yeah, right now it's still like early days in terms of where the plot's going to go, type of thing. Tyreek is still being a bit of a bad boy and warning.
They actually set Dre up, like they got him
almost
something like
to get
that.
good.
Almost. And unfortunately, when Tommy told Ghost, you know, at the funeral, that okay, everything's been set up. He just whispered it, you know, like church, you know. So Tommy's in the back, Ghost is in the front with his family. Tommy's sitting next to him. So Tommy just leans forward and whispers to Ghost that okay, everything's set up, you know, for Dre sort of thing. Tyreek hears that. Gets up to go give his eulogy for his sister, acts like, oh, I can't do this.
Fake crying,
runs to the toilet, texts Drake to warn him, run. So
his sister's funeral,
yes,
he got killed.
So so that's how Drake.
See what I'm saying about these men being snitch bitches. Jesus Christ.
So that's why last week Twitter and what's it called and Insta was just like, kill Tyreek, kill him. You know, do you know what I mean? Because Drake could have been dead, but he saved him, and it was like, why did you save somebody who's, you know, involved? No one knows like what his bond is with Drake. Why is he being loyal to him? Something like that. Yeah, but it's still early days. Usually, if it wasn't for our podcast, usually I don't watch this until maybe the 4th episode because I like the dramatic build. I like to get somewhere. So right now it's just little pieces, but I'm glad it's back because I enjoyed last season. So yeah.
So, I just feel like, I wonder now, like Tyreek. One of the men said it. They were like, he's colder than Ghost. Tyreek is like he's just cold. I think it was maybe Kanan. They're like, he's cold. Like you have to watch him.
I have a spoiler on that rumored going on, but I won't say it.
Why not?
Not until yet. No, not until yet, because I don't want to ruin it for people.
Okay.
But yeah, keep watching Power if you haven't already. It's in season 5 now.
Yes.
So you can catch up. It is a good show. It is intense.
Yes.
It is past Empire now, so you can't compare the two programs.
They're 2 different levels.
2 different levels. Yeah. Like they go deep into this. So if you are shy or you're a bit reserved, it's probably not the show for you because they go in.
Yeah.
Put it that way. But definitely worth a watch.
Okay.
have real fruits in your life if your heart's been rooted in Christ. Cause of the soul, it won't spoil, and so it's only right that my fruit will be ripe. So we can rep Christ accurately, cause the world's confused and lost. So we can point heads to the boss and suffer death on the cross and got up in 3 days to save grace. It's a lot.
Oh, as the Bible says in Ephesians 5, don't be drunk by wine, let God's Spirit decide. Get intoxicated with the Holy Spirit. Get intoxicated with the Holy Spirit. Oh, as the Bible says in Ephesians 5, don't be drunk by wine, let God's Spirit decide.
Okay, so today we have a interview special with one of the greatest gospel artists we have in the UK.
Woo-hoo!
Who goes by the name of JayEss.
What an intro.
It's so true though. So like, I have to tell the truth. Always tell the truth. So we're just gonna welcome you to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've spoken. Since
Yeah.
we've, got a chance to catch up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So just to start off with, why did you choose gospel music compared to R&B, pop, garage, bashment, Afrobeats?
All right. Well, the gospel music is the content. The genre is hip hop. And so I chose to do hip hop because that's what I'm good at. And I was doing hip hop before. Thank you. I was doing hip hop before I became a Christian. And so it was only right for me to transition into that when my content changed. Now, if I was to try and sing, you know what time it is. Yeah, exactly. You just stay in your lane. So that's what I chose to do. I stayed in my lane, and so hip hop is what I do.
Okay, good.
Nice.
So in terms of I know some of our listeners might not be aware, but in gospel music, we concentrate on praise and worship.
Yes.
And there's a clear difference between the both of them. Do you prefer, as an artist, to do praise or worship, or both?
Well, in my raps, I'm more of a teacher with my rap music. However, I do like a bit of both. I like worship, I like praise, and they both serve their purpose, Nice. And obviously, depending on where you're at in your life, one will be more predominant than the other. So you might be always praising God because of what's happening in your life or where you're at. Personally, you might want to, worship. So I like the fact that gospel music has that variety that you can choose from, and both of them are equally as good as each other,
So just for our listeners who might not know you and stuff, do you want to just give us a background on, yourself, Christianity and stuff like that?
Okay.
Yeah. Where did it all start?
All right.
Because I know, Nick, you and Nick know each other. You and Mad Nick know each other forever, but we don't. So just to give us
Did you
a
say
picture
Mad
of you.
Nick?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. So you see how well they know each other. He don't even know that.
Mad Nick. All right. This is interesting. Okay. Well, I go by the name of JayEss. It's my initials. Jalil Sahib is my full name. Grew up in East London. I was doing all day. I've been doing hip hop for the longest. Became a Christian in 2005, and so I quit doing secular music and I focused on studying the word, and then I ventured into gospel rap from 2006 onwards.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you, Snoop. So I know you said that you started a while ago, and I know you started a long time ago.
Yeah.
Do you think your preference of music has changed over the years? Has it evolved? What do you think about gospel music today?
I still like my hip hop. Hip hop is the music that I listen to the most. I love my R&B music. I love my old school Motown.
Yeah.
James Brown, Otis Redding, those type of music.
You need to be educated.
I love my pop music. I love pop music and everything. And my gospel music is still there because I grew up listening to it in the household. My sister became a Christian in '99.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's the girls that
She's
get the
the
guys
one.
in there. Yeah.
She's the one. She was playing gospel music from when I can remember, and so I was aware of, you know, Kirk Franklin. I was aware of Fred Hammond, and even Raymond and Co. I was listening to Raymond and Co. before I actually got to meet them and, you know, collaborate with Isaiah Raymond. Yeah, so yeah, that was a blessing. So yeah, I listen to all sorts of music. Just to answer your question.
Nice. All props to your sister,
Now, I want to ask a question. How
out.
did your friends feel when you transitioned into Christianity? Because I know it's not always the cool thing to do, you know, especially with the guys. Yeah, if girls, it's like, you know, they kind of grow up. You know, a lot of them in the, you know, black community grow up. But boys, it's like, I know how some of my brother's friends who weren't Christians have now become Christians. You know, they weren't always as close because of that.
And to also stand strong in it, because it's one thing to say you're a Christian as a friend, but then to be someone that everyone can look to have concerts, to actually go out and be like, this is the way I'm living, and they can see that what you're saying is what you're actually doing. So you're not going to do the things that they would normally do, because people who say they're Christians but still do other things, you don't do that. Yeah, you stick by it.
Massive transition, and I didn't fully understand it because I was in it. It was in real time, and so a lot of my friends didn't understand it. Some of them did understand it. Now, some of the choices I made were juvenile choices. Like, I didn't know. Like, so sometimes you feel like you need to cut people off, or you need to constantly wear your Christianity on your sleeve, so that people know you're Christian, and then that can come across as annoying. Like, you're that annoying friend of you just got saved. So that's why he's talking like that, you know.
What's what I'm saying?
The meal's coming now, all right. So I felt like I was that guy. And so I learned the hard way. I didn't lose any friends.
Okay, that's good.
I hardly ever lose friends. And I've kept them around, but I don't hang with them. We've grown apart. It's not just because of the Christianity. It's just we've grown apart. Life. So, but I still love my people.
Yeah. So look, still touching on that, because like literally, like my brother, same thing. Like one of his best friends. I'm talking. They do things that. Thankfully, I don't know fully, because if the police ever come knocking, you know, I can say I don't know, and I really don't know. But his friend, you know, became born again Christian, and I never knew about it. But you know, I just went somewhere, and my brother was like, "Oh, he can pick you up." He picked me up, and literally, it was like, "I want to talk to you about where you are in your life." And I thought, "Whoa, what's going on?" You know, like, and he started, you know, quoting scripture, and I was like, "Okay," you know, like, I just felt
He
like
locked you in the car.
and I just felt like obviously I've got to be nice to him because he's taking me home, but you know, like when I got home, I was like, Vic, like, you know your friend, and he was like, "Oh God," you know, he was like, "Look, if he's doing the same thing to everybody, it's like the minute you come, it's like judgment day, you know, to the point where people are like, listen, if that guy's coming, look, we want to do what we do with no judgment, you know, my brother, rightly so, was like, look, I was an altar boy, I did all of that, you know. He goes, you know, don't try to tell me about the Bible. I know about the Bible. If we both die, you know, what your belief's wrong, you know, like, stop trying to push it, you know, on people. And I said to him, look, I totally respect your friend. I respect his belief. If that's what he believes, fine. But, you know, he's almost segregating himself and putting people off of, like, his friends who maybe aren't, off of Christianity, because they're like, he's so sick, he doesn't want to go out, like, he doesn't want to do anything. And it's only now, like, he's still in the church, you know, but he's kind of like, I can go out with you guys, I can chill with you guys, and it's not like I always have to talk about this scripture that I read today and blah blah blah. So now the friends are kind of like, accept, they respect what he's got,
but when you're more calm about it, when you're laid back, not laid back, that's not the right word, but when you're more gentle, a gentle approach is better in winning people in. People are hard of hearing when you're just bashing them with it. I feel like when I got saved, it was the most incredible way, because I was just like, it was just my peers doing stuff that I've never seen. I was like, oh really? But they weren't throwing it in my face. They were just living a life that I would never really seen. I was just like, oh, so we can still have a good time but be in faith. Do you know what I mean? And that's what kind of swindled it for me. It wasn't somebody preaching to me. We were just in a just in a normal gathering, and I was just watching the way
they were and what they were speaking, and that was just it. Yeah.
I think
that's like the best
A lot of us are not trained. Like when we get saved, it's a passion that we have. It's like we found something new, so we want to share it with everyone. But no one trains us on how to share it.
Yeah.
So you're just like, do you know about Jesus?
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're going to hell. It's like the pitch is wrong. It's all off. It's all marketing, isn't it? Like it's wrong, but we're not taught. And then afterwards, once you're in it and you kind of clock that people don't really want to be around you, and you're like, okay, well, that's because they're sinners. No, it's not because they're sinners. It's because you're annoying. You understand? And you have to learn that the hard way, and then you have to kind of like reflect and say, okay, cool. Now let me take this approach differently. And we take it like how Jesus took it, because Jesus didn't go around saying that, hey, I'm the Messiah of Israel. You know, I came to save you. He led by example. In fact, even when he did heal people, he told them not to tell anyone that it was him that did it. You understand? So there's an approach that we need to have, but again, new believers are not taught that. And hence why discipleship is so important. Because people feel like as soon as they're saved, they need to go out and start preaching. No, I believe that you should be under someone and you should be discipled. Because even when Paul, even though he was a Pharisee and he was heavily trained in the Old Testament scriptures, when he got saved, he actually took 3 years out, studied in Saudi Arabia before he came back and started teaching. So it's interesting that we today get saved, and then the next week
we're preaching.
We're preaching. We don't know nothing. We're just
why people look at us and go, "Whoa," you know. And I must add that I think, you know, because it's a personal journey. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's nice when you give people that you're trying to encourage a personal touch in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I will come to you and I'll say what it was like for me, as opposed to, oh, the Bible says you should be like da 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 da. I find it more receptive when someone comes to me and go, you know what, Christ was here for me. I was like this and that. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. Give you a bit more of something that you can actually relate to, as opposed to just quoting the scriptures and telling you do's and don'ts and whatever.
I want to ask another question.
Absolutely.
So, do people, when you tell people, oh, I'm into hip hop, you know, and I do, you know, and it's all Christian hip hop, do they go, yeah, listen, look, you can't, it can't be, you know, like, you know, do you get people who are like, the minute they hear hip hop is associated with it, that they're like, nah, don't want to know. Sorry, what do you mean? You know, that's Jay-Z. That's all that gangster.
As in people in the church.
No, I'm just as in people general. in general and in the church. I watch people like Mary and stuff, and I've heard them say that when they started doing music, people were like, no, this is not how you're supposed to. Okay, this is not how you're supposed to do it. You know, the churches, you hang your head down. You know, it's that old style. You know, where you shouldn't be jumping up. Kind of. That's what you know. When I watch things with them, they were told like the way they do it, like it's the way they try to make it like more R&B-ish style.
I've never really experienced that in London. Maybe 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
But I've experienced it a lot in America.
Really?
Yeah.
In America?
In America, they're very traditional. And it's hard for hip-hop artists to perform in a church, especially if the pastor and the congregation are not used to having that sort of music in there. They still consider...
In America?
Yeah. Now remember, there are churches that embrace hip hop. There are hip hop churches in America, but then there's also the very old school traditional churches. And if for some reason I've been invited to perform there, and then they realize that this JayEss guy is a rapper, they're like, I always have to tour with a singer.
Oh.
So hence why I toured with a singer called Deborah. Yeah. So I toured with Deborah, and Deborah was the one that allowed me to come in behind her and perform. Now, funny enough, none of them in the church that I performed in liked hip hop because they considered it worldly and the devil's music. But when I got on stage and I performed, they all bought my CD. They all became fans of hip hop. I really like your hip hop, because I can understand what you're saying.
It's the message,
literally,
right?
it is the message. It's the message and the presentation. I think what they used to is the trap hip hop and the fast hip hop, which they old people don't clapping, you know. But mine was very slow, and as I said, my style, I'm a teacher in my lyrics, so So they understood it. They was able to grasp it.
So going on the back of that, I've heard of a new church called Spack Nation. And have you heard of this church, JayEss?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah. Have you been to it?
No.
So some of their core beliefs is trying to bring people in with a bad background or had a disadvantaged background for different reasons or been criminals in the past, and then bringing them to Christ through this church. And then a lot of the boys are doing hip hop music and trap music, and some people were like, it's a bit too much, it's a bit too much, it's a bit too gangster.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
They're
about.
jumping up a bit too much, like. And my thing is just like, it's good for people just to express themselves. And again, you know what you said before about how people come to Christ in their own way. You need to go away and learn how to be a teacher before you could just start saying I've been saved and this and that.
That's right.
Music is a great platform to put the word forward. So do you think we're still in that, belief of like music should be set this way, or we just need to be a bit more open into accepting, even if these wannabe ex-criminals are doing their trap and their balaclavas. Some of them are wearing balaclavas in church and hoodies and.
Okay, listen, yo, yeah, but I'll be holding on to my purse then. Do you know
that's the way they express themselves. They're a lot younger, It's that, where will you draw the line? Do we need to draw a line?
I think there needs to be a standard, and I think the standard should be the content in the music. Now, however you express yourself culturally is based on the culture that you are in. You understand? And if someone is outside of that culture, they can always look down upon how you're expressing yourself culturally. Yeah. Right? So I get that subjective.
Yeah.
Then with the whole balaclava thing, I heard the guy's explanation for it, and I understand where he's coming from. Me personally, I would say, I wouldn't wear a balaclava on stage because of what that is associated with. Now, if you were doing a sketch and it involved acting and that was a prop, then I get it.
Sense,
But if that's you that's your image, then I don't personally agree
but you can
with
understand
it.
how people receive it. As
Yeah,
well.
I can't really receive what you're saying. But that's just me personally. Someone else might be able to. Hence why I can't say, you know what, don't wear it. Yeah. Because it might serve a purpose.
What
that's
tailors
bigger
to
than
you might not tailor to
my
me.
taste. Yeah. It serves a purpose bigger than my taste.
Yeah.
Whoa. So, okay, I want to ask, what's next for you? What are you doing next?
Well, I have a movie called Live It Up. It's an online series. Okay. The episode 3 has not been released yet. Episode 2 was released in August last year, and people are waiting on episode 3. But there've been a few hiccups. There's been a few hiccups with the series. A few members have left. Key members. The key star Jermaine, who is Idris the Brand, he's not part of it anymore. Okay. So therefore, it's been hard to continue the series. So it's almost like Ghost leaving Power.
Right. Don't talk about things like that.
So it's a bit hard to kind of continue it. So what I've decided to do is turn it into a movie instead of continuing the online series. So with the movie, you have new characters, etc. So we're looking to shoot that next year and release it 2020 or 2021.
Okay. So also your plans to leave us in the UK?
Yes, that's right.
Quite soon.
I relocate.
I'll let you explain. I don't want to say it for you, but I'll let you explain that bit first.
Yeah. So I'm relocating to the United States of America, North Carolina. And so I move next month, actually. I'm moving next month. We're very
lucky to have you quick.
Why?
Yeah, so my wife lives in America, so she's American, so I'm going to join her forever and ever.
For that reason, we can forgive, right?
Yeah.
But you'll still be coming down and stuff like that.
My family's here, so I'll be coming there to visit.
Oh, bless. Upwards and onwards.
So with the plans for the new movie as well, that'll probably be both here and there, or will it just be in London?
I think, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it too tough. It would be nice to do it in London, but then again, I've got some connects in Atlanta, and I might have to pitch it to Tyler Perry. Yeah. I might have to pitch it to Tyler Perry in Atlanta.
Nice.
So
Okay.
we'll see how it goes.
Will you go back to music?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I've been off music for a while now, but I will go back because everyone has been asking me, and so if people are asking, that means they're actually interested. You know, people want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I'll be back.
What's been the highlight of your career so far?
Wow, the highlight of my music career, I would say being nominated for a Dove Award.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alongside, in my category, I had Lecrae, Tadashi, Tripoli, and Group One crew. That was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
At the Fox Theatre, actually, and it was televised like nationally.
Nice.
That was
right?
wicked. Yeah. That was wicked. That was wicked.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I'll say that's
Okay.
What has been your biggest, not biggest accomplishment, sorry, do you prefer performing or recording?
I prefer recording.
Why?
I don't know. I think with performances, you don't know what you're gonna get in terms of the audience. Now, after a performance, you can be buzzing after a performance, like I can conquer the world kind of thing, and then you know you might have another performance that day, and then it just doesn't go as well as the first performance.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, why am I even doing music? Like, should I be doing this? You know, but in a studio, you can control it.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you flop with a bar, you can do it again.
Yeah.
In a live performance, if you flop, you have to just keep going.
And they know.
Yeah.
If they're fans, they know.
If they're fans, they know. But sometimes they don't. And if you're good at it, you can kind of freestyle your way through. Come back. Yeah. But I remember at my album launch, I performed Good Love, that was on my album, with Jay Williams. And the first verse was fine. The second verse that I did was a repeat of the first verse. It was a repeat of the first verse. And as I'm rapping it, I'm like, wait, hold on, why have I heard this? And I'm like, oh, snap, I'm repeating the first verse again. So, that never happened again.
So following up from that, who's been your favourite artist to work with?
Favorite artist to work with, I would say Jay Williams. Yeah, he's very creative.
Did you learn much or what happened?
I learned how to harmonize.
Yeah.
So I was actually harmonizing in the studio, funny enough, because he's a dope singer and very
If
good
you
at
want to,
like
sorry, if
vocals.
you're wondering why we're laughing, Queen P's giving some looks. Like,
So
what?
were you singing with at work?
Not on the track
Right.
when they weren't recording.
Oh, okay.
You know, I started hitting some notes. You know,
Okay, all right.
yeah, so that was fun, and just creatively, he just pushed me creatively. So I enjoyed working with
Who
him.
are you hoping to work with in the future? Like, who would be the ultimate? Or
I would like to work with The Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to work with The Truth. In fact, I need to holler at him.
Oh, look, we already have contacts.
For the next
Just need to
album,
make it
I want to
happen.
work with The Truth. I want
Yeah.
to work with Bizzle on my next album. And I'd love to work with Kirk Franklin. But I'm not sure on what level that would be, because you know he orchestrates his choir and everything, and he don't really sing, but he can like produce and everything. So yeah, Kirk Franklin would be wicked to work
Yeah. Cool.
So we've got like a fun quiz for you now.
with. Go for it, let's go.
So we ask you one question and you just say the one or the other.
So my answer would be one or the other.
Yeah.
Yep. So she's gonna give you options.
So for example, blue or pink?
Oh, and then I say blue.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Let's go.
All right, Snoop.
Me?
Take it away, Snoop.
She designed this.
Jeez.
Underground or the subway?
Underground.
Theresa May or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump.
Football or soccer?
Pardon?
Sorry.
Football or soccer?
Football.
Dairy Milk or Hershey's?
Hershey's.
Ty Tibbet or Kurt Franklin?
Kirk. Wait, is that it? I want more. Come on, give me some more, man. It was just getting interesting. But you gave me the look when you said Theresa May and Donald Trump. Come on.
You know why? Because you've got a green card, so you're going over it.
Come on. Play it smart, B. You might be listening.
I do like the World Cup. I had high expectations of certain teams.
For what team? What team? Say that, go on.
Not Nigeria.
Okay, great.
It was Nigeria
no
at first.
expectation
It was
for them.
Nigeria at first. What do you mean had no expectation?
At all.
But they've been playing well.
So what happened last World Cup, right?
I can't remember.
He missed an open goal. And then... From then, I said, never again would I support this country. Never. That was disgraceful. Disgraceful.
I forgot. But
It was so bad, they started blaming it on the witches back in the village. Nah, I said, nope. It was not a witch that did it.
But we
was
brought
him.
it back because a lot of teams don't make it into the World Cup. This is why I support them. In the last World Cup, I never supported anyone again as well. Like,
You need to YouTube the miss.
I don't think I should because
Okay.
right now, when he just said that the first time, I flew onto the floor and Popey came out. It's really hard. Like I said, that Queen Pete's always like, you don't watch football.
Mm-hmm.
I remember football when it was played really well. As much as I'm a woman, I do remember when Man United used to kick it in the day and they played with such skill. It was beautiful to watch. It was like an art form.
Yeah.
So my view of it is that level. And until someone meets that level, I can't support a team 100%. What's called Premier League?
Yeah,
Premier League. Oh, Man United.
Really?
Why are you smiling?
Man United.
What's wrong? You support Arsenal,
They've
innit?
lost- No, I
You
support
don't watch
Liverpool.
football.
Liverpool.
My family have always supported Liverpool. Always.
Your
And
dad,
I'm
innit?
like,
Yeah.
I am loyal.
Okay.
Yes.
Because
So
always the
we've
dads that
always-
support Liverpool. My dad supported Liverpool.
See,
My dad supported Man United.
Okay, my
My
dad
dad
supported
supported
Liverpool. He don't
Liverpool, so
support
all of
Liverpool no
us-
more. He supports Chelsea now.
well, I still
Yeah, he
support
supported Man United.
Liverpool.
Yeah, does he still support Man United?
Yeah, so
okay.
does my brother.
Cool.
See,
But then I
loyalty,
supported Arsenal,
loyalty.
So
This
when
is
the
it.
conflict came, I supported Arsenal when they supported Man United.
You did it on purpose?
No, I just liked Arsenal.
Why did you choose Arsenal?
I just think I just liked. I know remember back in the day was Ian Wright as well.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Showing your age. Showing your age.
And Dixon.
How do you?
No way! Go.
Are you my
away.
elder? Are you my
Yes, I
elder?
am.
Oh.
You just stole that for me, you know. I haven't had that in a long time. Oh, God, I need some walking stick right now, and I'm sorted. But yeah, I used to watch Arsenal back in the day. But that's why I know about Man United, because they will always put Man United on and would not let me watch an Arsenal game. And then when Man United used to play Arsenal, boy,
Yeah,
that was
nah.
a frosty day.
The
That
teams were
was.
dope, though. They all had legends in the team. You know.
Yeah.
You know, Vieira,
Yes.
Bergkamp.
Yeah. Oh, listen to that name.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. The punishments I used to
Snooze.
have for supporting Arsenal, I
Yeah.
swear.
Can
But yeah,
imagine.
it's all good.
You guys watch boxing?
I hate boxing.
You hate it.
I hate it.
I don't hate it. I like boxing. I like UFC. I don't watch it regularly because of
Okay.
time, but I do.
Ugh.
You know I like boxing, and I like UFC.
You're
Okay.
just a liar. I don't know any of these things. I don't know that you like any of.
Who's your favorite boxer?
See, now she's got to think of a boxer's name.
No, I know a boxing name.
And
I know
do not
Anthony
say-
Joshua,
yeah,
but I
don't
don't
say
watch.
him.
But I don't watch it often.
Okay, of
enough.
all time, favorite boxer.
And don't say Chris Eubank because I said what you.
Nah, man. ratings.
Do you know what? I have hate people. So every time I'm laughing, thinking, oh my God, can you stop?
Chris Eubank. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, again, I'm going to show my age.
No, it's cool. All
He's a
time.
British
Ali.
boxer.
Of all time.
Oh, so was it Ali?
Rocky.
Nigel Benn.
Rocky.
No, it Lennox.
Oh, Lennox Lewis.
I used to like him.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry.
Mine
Yeah,
would be Tyson. Mike Tyson.
The one who used to bite people's
He bit one person's ear twice.
one that we know of.
Yeah.
That we know of. He could
Twice.
have paid them off.
Yeah.
Too. But Tyson,
Tyson, yeah, it was exciting to watch.
yeah. To be fair, he
Yeah.
was. It was unpredictable.
'Cause yeah. 'Cause I remember staying up to watch his fights.
Why were
as
the
a-
matches so late?
Because
So
it's American
early.
time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You say late or early?
Well,
Yes,
first
that
in the morning.
depends.
Yeah,
on
it's
how
late.
you look at
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you watch UFC?
I do.
Okay.
John Jones.
Okay, that
Bad
really
boy.
under UFC names.
You don't know
I
the
really
names.
don't. I just see lots of blood.
God. I thought I was gonna have a conversation. She was just like,
Like I said, I don't watch it regularly. Like I don't.
Oh,
But if it's on, I'll
Lord.
watch it.
do you know a fighter in UFC?
No.
Don't say Ronda Rousey.
Who? Go on.
Ronda Rousey.
She's gonna say, look, she
No,
doesn't know who that is.
you now. They know this about you.
Yeah, see?
Who's Ronda
Look
Rousey?
at you. Even I know, and I don't watch that.
How do you know?
Because I've seen her in films. She was in your film, Fast and Furious. Yeah, you see.
You don't watch UFC.
Not regularly. I watch.
You know who Conor McGregor is?
I've heard of him.
Listen, she don't know.
Yeah.
She don't.
No, I do. And the thing is, like,
Mad Nick.
Yeah.
no.
Do not bring up UFC
You ain't gonna
again.
be Mad Nick.
I do this. I watch this. I watch that.
Don't bring up.
Nah,
Don't
you
bring up.
don't.
There's a lot of shows on TV.
My friend, sit down.
Sit down. So I'll come with it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't
please,
worry.
please.
Okay. Good. Right. So we went to a show.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
JayEss.
you both went to the show.
I'm not allowed, but go on.
Okay.
I went to the.
By herself.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. I had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's your opinion? I mean,
What was good about it?
Okay, we first of all,
And what
what
was the
good
show?
about? We've just
And
what
what
we're
was the show?
talking about first.
huh?
You went to a show. What
we
was the
went to a
show?
show.
Okay, so we went to see Chocolate City. It's a all male strip show,
Okay.
black strip show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there were so many things I liked about it.
Okay.
I liked where we sat, which was right at the front. I liked.
Jason just nodded his head, just waiting.
I just liked it. I was excited. The guys were hot. You know, it was really, really hot. The only thing I didn't like about it is the way some of the girls were going on. So the way some of the girls were going on, I thought,
How are they going on?
they're just going on thirsty.
Okay.
So, like, again, I have to bring up my brother because my brother hates anything associated to do with Chocolate City.
Okay.
Because when Chocolate City first came to the UK, one woman ends up in hospital over something because, again, people are going mad. I think she was held and put in a position and she got so excited and she dropped.
Yeah.
And I think, did she break her neck or did she did
like
something
that.
to
She
her
was
neck?
injured.
Yeah.
The performance.
My brother said it's women. He was like, you know, women always go on like men are so smarmy and when they get in their packs. My brother was like, that will never happen at a strip show with women and men in the audience.
Yeah.
Men wouldn't be like that. Like, but when women get together, the pack mentality, they just act thirsty.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, whatever. When I was there, I was looking at some of these girls like, ain't never seen no man like, you know, they were going on too. Like, I was excited, but I didn't have to have my hands on anyone. I was just in my seat, like,
So they're all touchy feely and everything.
Yeah, like they were touching.
Some of the men had to tell them to stop.
Okay.
Like, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah,
And
because
security.
your
security came as
apparently you're not
well.
supposed to.
Yeah,
If,
you're not
like the guys would bring girls up. I was lucky enough to be brought up.
Okay.
So, you know, like,
Your thing, girl. Your thing.
so, you know, like, they'll encourage you to touch them, which is fine. You know, like, touch their chest or whatever.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing, innit? But some of these girls, like, I think one of their friend was up and, like, the dancer's giving the girl the dance. One of them's trying to pull his towel or pull his, like, trousers. And he's like, hold on. Like, he actually stopped and was like, hold on. I'm trying to do a dance for your friend. Can you, like, cool down? The security, 3 security guards, I think, stood around this group of girls. And I just thought, girls,
Yeah,
like,
they did.
calm the F down. Like, you acting like you ain't never seen you acting like you're, vegetarian, but you want to eat meat and there's one piece of meat there, you're all running up. Do you know what I mean? It was a little bit, and I had to then agree with my brother, like, why are women acting so, when they get in that group, they're acting so thirsty? I thought it was embarrassing.
And plus, they might have been intoxicated as well, so that could have added to it.
Yeah, true.
Let me give them the benefit of the doubt.
True.
So,
okay,
yeah.
now I want to ask, do you think as a Christian, you shouldn't go to a show like that?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Why?
Because you know how you felt when you was there. How did you feel when you were
Excited.
there? In what way? Like you were excited to watch a football match, or excited that you saw some sexy men in front of you that you just wanted to rip their clothes off and do them? Hey, just being real now. Come on.
This is the thing. It was definitely looked like a football match because, I mean, I don't get that excited about watching football, and I see the way my brother and men in my family act when they watch football, and I don't want no part in it because my brother can be calm 1 minute and next minute it's bad. Like, his blood pressure just goes through the roof. Yeah. I was just excited, like, wow, they look good. Like, this is a good time. I'm excited. I didn't actually, and this is the truth, I didn't really fancy any of them.
Okay.
I thought they looked good. There was some that need to do more sit-ups. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I know, different strokes and all that folks and stuff like that. But I thought, yeah, this is good. I was excited. I just liked it, and I liked the way they weren't picky. They picked when they were picking up girls like on the stage, big girls, small girls, like I just liked it. I thought it was a good time, and I prayed about it afterwards. But yeah, but I didn't feel bad. Like my mum is a part of the God Squad for real. Like and I told her, and all she said to me was, "Keep your trousers on, like keep all your clothes on." I was like, "Yeah, mum, But so you don't think so? Okay, so if your wife said, "Honey, my friend's having a bachelorette party or whatever, she wants me to come," would you be okay with her going? Yeah, like a hen do, and it's that kind of like there's going to be a stripper there. Would you be okay with that?
I mean, control yourself, innit?
Okay.
As long as
as in go, but don't do anything. Is that what you mean by control yourself?
Yeah, because I can't tell her not to go just because that stripper's there. I mean, it's her friend's hen party.
Okay.
Like, who am I? Like, you can't go to your friend's hen party because there's one guy that strips there. See, I'll be her stripper every night. So when she's there, she's like, nah, not up to par with my husband. Come on. Get me? That's why I do these press ups. That's why I'm going to work these abs. You get me? Work these abs. Yeah. So yeah, go B.
Do you know so many men be like, nah, I don't want my wife. Insecure. Or I don't want my girl. Yep, I don't want my girl being there. I asked my brother, I said, how do you? He goes, I'll give her money. There's a couple of pound coins. Go and give it to him. Like, give him a tip. Just get out. Let me do my boy thing for the night. Yeah. So, okay, I like that answer.
That's interesting.
Party, cool, but if she's saying we're going to a strip club with my girls, then cool.
Oh, really?
Nah.
Like, as not a regular thing to be doing. Like, we're going to Ascot or we're going to the cinema. I'm going to the strip club. It's like, nah.
Yeah, it's like you're basically going out to see naked men, like half naked men.
Yeah. Like
oiled up.
Yes.
And dancing sexually in front of you. That's basically what you're telling me. You're going
yes.
Yeah.
Then no.
Okay.
So
because if I said the same thing,
just gonna ask you,
she'd be like, hell no.
Have you ever been to a strip
club?
You see, I wouldn't.
I've been to a casino where they've had a girl like on the pole and everything. I've been to a strip club where you have to put money in.
Yeah. Okay. See, I wouldn't. Look, maybe I wouldn't be that bothered. I'd be like, if you want to go, like if all the guys are going, go, don't touch no one, don't. Because it's the one he's telling me about. I prefer him to say something to me than to just go and I don't know about it. I'd be like, go. I trust you. Yeah. Go on. You want to see them? It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, hey.
With different strokes, different folks,
exactly.
I guess. So.
Exactly that. Yeah. Wow.
That's it.
Good answer, though. Boy, she's supposed to be happy. She's like, you go to the gym, go to the gym. Cool.
So any other questions? Okay, well, thank you so much for coming and entertaining us. Like, it was good. I had a good
It's been good.
I had a good time.
It's been good.
Have real fruits in your life if your heart's been